proud home of the Gardiner Tigers, as Munsing Media Sports brings you high school field hockey tonight. And it's the special night every single year that we have the Drive Out Cancer Challenge game between the rivals, the 17th year of it, according to the historian of this event, and not only the historian, but one of the founding members of this event, Coach Mo McNally. Coach, what another great evening for field hockey it's going to be here tonight, and for just absolute great cause, and something that you got started 17 years ago. Tell us a little bit about the history of this event, Coach.
Well, it's an honor to be here, Rob. It's an honor to be here for this game. It was 17 years ago, and Krista Meyer, who's now coaching at Mount Ararat, gave me a call and said, Coach, how about doing a game for a charity? And I said, geez, when we sat and talked about it, and at that time, we were talking about the Alphon Center in Augusta, and so it was actually Krista Meyer Chase's original idea, but we just kind of hooked onto it, and it's been 17 years of that, and it's between Cony and Gardiner, so it's naturally a rivalry game every year. And as I take a look at the history, in terms of wins, Gardiner's won 9 times, Cony's won 7, and Cony's won the last 2. There have been 4 shutouts for Gardiner, 1 for Cony. The goals scored were 28 for Gardiner, 25 for Cony. But the interesting part is, it always is with the Cony-Gardiner game, 11 of these games have been decided by 1 goal. And as I talked to Linda Robbins-Allen, who represents the Alphon Center, as I was coming in, she said that it's been well over $100,000 that's been donated just from this game alone.
That is awesome.
And she said, and then you talk about the people that you've touched with this particular game all over. The kids very often, when we first started, got a tour of the Alphon Center when it first opened up, and it's just one of those things that just sticks in your mind. And I
went up there one time and did a video of you folks up there. It was fantastic.
And I still have kids, coming. They're not kids anymore, but
they're always kids to us.
Exactly, and they remember. They don't remember the score of the game, but they remember that kind of a atmosphere and what they were playing for. So, and both coaches, when I talked to both coaches prior to this game, they both alluded to the same thing. Obviously, this is a big game for both of them because they're in the thick of things with Class B North. I think Gardiner's in 5th and Cony's in 7th. But more than that, it's the game itself and what it's played for. It's the kids that are being touched. And if we take a look at the honorary captains this year for Gardiner, it's Vern Turtelot, who's the grandfather of Taylor Hebert. You go to read his bio in here, and he's had 38 rounds of radiation. But the big thing is, his cancer's been now undetectable for 3 years. And he would like to remind everybody to stay on top of your PSA screening. So, a big shout out to Vern. If we take a look at Cony's honorary captains, Elizabeth Desmond is a posthumous captain, is grandmother of Cony Sr. Avery Maxim. And she was having treatments and couldn't continue them after January of 2024. And by the spring of 2024, the cancer had spread. But she's got, Avery's the first of 6 grandchildren that made her a grandmother. The second honorary captain for Cony is John Foss, who is the father of senior Kelsey Foss. And he is currently undergoing treatment through Togus, the VA Medical Center, and at Harold Alphon, where all the money goes tonight. The next honorary captain for Cony is Sean Monson. Posthumously is the father of Cony Sr. Casey Monson. And he had his treatments at Harold Alphon Center. And the last captain, I believe, for Cony is David Rose, again a posthumous captain, and is the grandfather of Senior Ashley Olson. And he passed in September of 2014 after a battle with lung cancer. And his cancer was linked to his combat time in Vietnam with Agent Orange. So, I mean, all these honorary captains just have a story, and a story reaches more than what the outcome of this particular game is going to be. So it's an honor for me to be here. I'm grateful to Jess, Merrill, and Holly Daigle for continuing this, because I think it's a big deal for them, for us, and everybody. As you said before, Rob, everybody's touched by cancer one way or another. So I'm hoping this is going to be another 1-goal ball game. I think it's going to be offense versus defense. We take a look at Gardiner's offense, and they've scored, I believe it's 44 times, and Cony's only given up 4 goals. So you're going to look at one end, and Gardiner's going to rely on their speed and their offense, and Cony's going to rely on their defense. So And as we said, both teams are Cony's 2-2, Gardiner's 4-1. But Cony's losses have come against Lawrence and Nokomis. So it's going to be a good game, Rob.
Well, let's go to Allison Nichols, the voice of Tiger field hockey.
1, senior Ashley Olson. Number 4, freshman Ella Serrato. Number 5, senior Casey Monson. Number 6, junior Kaylin Lavelle. Number 7, junior Helen Deneen. Number 8, freshman Kennedy Doobie. Number 9, sophomore Gabriella Vachon. Number 10, junior Caitlin Dutil. Number 14, sophomore Kate Morin. Number 19, sophomore Elise Eastman. And in goal, number 99, sophomore Courtney Ramage. Cony is coached by Holly Daigle and assisted by Gretchen Livingston. Now for the starters for your Gardiner Tigers. Number 1, senior Brinley Chasen. Number 2, senior Avery McMaster. Number 3, junior Anna Tweedy. Number 4, birthday girl junior Zoe Sullivan Brennan. Number 6, senior Macy Hickey. Number 7, senior Davin Swindells. Number 8, senior Molly Stickney. Number 13, senior Taylor Hebert. Number 20, freshman Grace Simpson. Number 24, senior Abby McGee. And in goal, number 99, freshman Emma Jean. Gardiner is coached by Jess Merrill, assisted by Abby Dyer, and managed by Carson Hembry. If we could all please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, don't mind an ad.
We'd like to thank the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club for their participation once again this year in Munsing Media's live streaming efforts. Big golf tournament coming up. We'll flash the information as soon as Chris can get it up on the screen for you. Let you know that they're still looking for some hole sponsors and teams to join that golf tournament again this year. That's a major fundraising event. So we'll invite you to get in touch with the Gardiner All Sports Boost Club. Let you know more about that golf tournament when we get the graphic up there for you. A beautiful evening here at Hope Field. Been a busy place. Been a busy place for us as well. Homecoming last week, we did a bunch of games from here, and Nate Stubbett, the athletic director, was telling me he didn't think that they lost a homecoming game or match or anything during the course of last week, so that's fantastic.
It was good to see them add the homecoming parade.
Yes,
We
that
hadn't
was
had that for a while.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you, they didn't have any trouble getting that bonfire lit. That thing went up pretty easily.
I bet it
A little
did.
bit dry here.
I bet it
So
did.
Tigers will be moving right to left on your screen. The visitors, Rams, in the white. They will be moving left to right. Tigers in the orange shirts with black unseeable numbers for me. So we'll do the very best we can to bring them to you. Tigers will possess and is chasing with an aerial to start things off.
Gardiner's got one of the strongest forward lines in the conference, I believe. And as we alluded to in the beginning, Cony's strength right now is in their defense. So this is going to be a great challenge.
Aerial into the area, controlled there. Chasing the turnaround shot, kick out save. And that was a tester right off for Ramage, but she made the save. So Gardiner with a good flurry. Tigers will play it back as they look to establish the zone. We saw them in an earlier game this season against Lincoln Academy, a lot of goals. Swindell's had a great game in that one.
Well, if we take a look at the goals, Rob, Brindley Chasen's got 13 so far with 7 assists. Davin Swindell's has got 10 with 1 assist. And Avery McMaster's got 4 goals and 3 assists. So, as we alluded to, we've got big strength up and good speed up front as well.
Well, you say the Rams have been stingy. Heel points really not factoring in too much yet, Coach, are they? You got to get a few more games, I think, under your belt there before they really start to matter. But these will be 2 of the teams that will contest.
Right. If you take a look at who they played, it's very young in the season. Cony's in North B, and they're number 7. They're 2-2, but their 2 losses came to Lawrence and Nokomis, one of the top 4 teams in the state. And their wins came against Mount View and Lincoln Academy. If you look at Gardiner, Gardiner's 4-1. They've got 4 wins against Lincoln Academy, Winslow, Morse, and Oceanside, which are in the in the bottom half of North B. Their only loss came to Nokomis, again, who's in one of the top. I think Nokomis is in second right now, and Nokomis is 4-0. So we've got to get some more challenging games under your belt to figure out exactly where we sit.
Swindell's keeping it in play down the near sideline. She's looking to turn, and ball went out. It'll come back and to be Gardiner hit. Avery McMaster looking to change field. She'll get it to the middle of the field. Hickey will play it over. So Tigers suppress the offensive advantage, have had the 1 good shot so far.
I think as the game progresses, we're going to see a great passing game with Gardiner too. They move the ball through the midfield with ease, change the field on direction. It's a great game when you see that pass, and Macy Hickey does a great job in the middle, and we'll see some very good passes. Nice entry pass into the circle.
Cony's been pinned in their own end so far, and Tigers continue to press the issue at taking that, not really letting Cony get out. That's into the circle. And will flow through, and it'll be Rams ball. Glad you could join us. See the scoreboard. We play 4 15-minute quarters. Oh, that's going to be intercepted on the poor clear out. Tigers looked to counter and couldn't. Come the Rams.
One of the things we want to look to, Rob, too, is we're going to see who controls the midfield. And by that, I mean, who is it in the midfield, Cony or is it Gardiner, that's going to take those free hits quickly, open up the outsides, and start the running game from the 50. And if Gardiner does that better, we're going to see a lot more offensive opportunities.
McMaster played it back. Cony trying to get established. Now they might. No, stolen. There you go, Coach. Turned over, but it'll go to Cony. Played back outside. Serrato was trying to get it for the Rams. Couldn't, but they will maintain possession. Nice stick work out of the zone. Tigers on the attack. Dispossessed was chasing. Back the other way, Rams. Tigers take it quickly. Nice out. Near side. Swindell's here. Davin brings it to the middle. Got some of the rubber fill rather than the ball. And that happens.
Yes, it does. A little shutout this game, too, to Taylor Abear. She's the lone remaining defensive ball player. And as we noticed last game, she's done a great job maintaining that backfield, instructing the backs on either side of her, helping out her goalie. She's been the only leftover defense from last year, so she's been called upon to take care of the back end, and she's done a great job.
Rams look to counter. Tigers midfield is right there. They'll turn it back over. McGee's got it far side. Tigers into the area. Chasen's there. She's looking to spin. She scores! Brindley Chasen. We'll see who picks up assists as we get to the replay. Well, Chasen has a laser shot and gets it off very quickly. So, Chris, if you're monitoring me, Chris, I'm not sure I'm getting the replays here on my screen, so we might have to make an adjustment. So 1-0 Tigers on the Chasen goal. She maintains her lead. Cony attacks. Did you do a replay, Chris? Okay, we're gonna fix our monitor. We're in a booth over, and we'll fix that up for you.
Nice attack by Cony coming in there. Good shot. Nice save by Emma Jean. Perfect.
So Tigers with the goal. When we get a second, we'll take another look at that so that Coach McNally can break that down, but we'll wait for a stoppage and play for that, Chris. Maybe right now. Going to take a look at the goal here. See how quickly Chasen's able to spin here, Coach, huh?
Right, that's good. That's good ball movement. We didn't see it on this replay, but you can see Chasen coming back to the ball. It's something coaches preach all over the place. Go to the ball. So she takes a step to the ball, which clears her to make that spin move.
So Cony now pressing the attack. Jean had a good save on an initial flurry, and this will be the first corner of the game. It'll go to the Rams. So you got to like the way Cony's bounced back. They were pinned in their end. A couple of chances. Ramage made a good save. She couldn't make the save on Chasen. 1-0 if you're just joining us. Rams after the insert.
Nice pass.
Pass over in front. Ball's loose. Tigers clear.
Good defense. I think that was AB. A nice defense.
Not only had the defense, Coach, but they were able to negate a second corner.
Absolutely.
And now the Tigers on the attack. Chasen spins, drives it. Good midfield play there by the Tigers. Chasen on the attack. She's bumped off the play a little bit there by Eastman.
You see how quickly we take those passes off a dead ball, too. The quicker you can take that pass, the more chance you got for the defense to be back on their heels.
And here's Hickey with a quick attack. And now here come the Rams. Near side. And some good solid defense by the Tigers.
I believe that's Gabby Vachon. She comes with some genetics. Her mom is the assistant coach. That's Gretchen Livingston's daughter, and Gretchen's got a a very good resume when it comes to field hockey too. I think she was at Tufts for 4 years after she played at Holiday and had a great career. So.
Yeah, we saw Gabby flying up the field like a firefly during a lacrosse game last year. She's a gifted athlete. She's only a sophomore. Some young talent in this game as well. We've kind of mentioned some of the seniors, but there's some good young talent in both these teams, which bodes well. These are teams that they just reload.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Field hockey's a great sport in the Central Maine area, as you well aware, Rob. And these schools just keep packing them in. The youth programs here in Gardiner are running strong. I'm sure they are at Augusta as well. But you know, we've got good people leading those programs, and it pays off.
Rams had a little territorial play after the Tigers' initial goal, but since then it's been back and forth. Tigers dispossess here. Tried to change field, couldn't do it in the Rams.
Nice defense.
Tigers step up. It was Kennedy Doobie that looked like she was going to have a path to the goal. Rams go far side. Serrato couldn't get the shot through as the Tigers have been clogging up the passing lanes pretty well.
Great example of your offense coming back and playing defense. That's Swindell's with the ball right now, and she's the one that intercepted the pass not too long ago.
Well, it's exactly what you want, Coach. Is, you know, you want that rubber band effect. You know, the deeper down it goes into the zone, that band has got to contract a little bit and come back and help out.
I can't tell you how many times I lost my voice hollering at forwards to come back and help. Sometimes you get forwards that think they're forwards, and that's what they're going to play.
Yeah.
And you're on the sideline hollering at them to come back and help a little bit. So
Chasing with a through ball, chases on.
Look at Swindell's.
And Ramage with a tremendous kick out to midfield. Wow.
If you've got a goalie that's got that kind of a boot that can kick it 25 yards on point.
Oh my gosh.
And pick up one of your own players.
Yeah, got some skill here tonight, Coach.
That's an advantage, a big advantage. You don't very often see that in high school play.
Cony put in play. Aerial. Drop down. Wasn't in danger zone, so they play on. Tigers possess. Come the Tigers. They race down. Far side. Tigers keep it in as they dance along the sideline, but now they'll lose it out and it'll be Cony ball. We're kind of in that tweener time where the lights are on, but they're not greatly helping. It's almost better when it gets dark. Rams dispossessed.
Got to be real careful. If you're inside around your 25, your defensive end, you got to be real careful with that flat pass. It's got to be strong and it's got to be on point. If it's not, it's going to be intercepted every time.
Rams able to defend an effort there by the Tigers. Played near side. Serrato couldn't control it. Out of bounds off the Rams. Swindell's to take it here for the Tigers. Bill Hasty doing our camera work, and Chris Wheeler on our production. Rob Munsing, Mo McNally here for the call. Tigers got it. Shot through, goes wide, comes right out, rebound, juicy one. Ramage out for another kick. Probably got about equal fans, which you don't always see, but when these two communities play, the fan base is always equal and equally rabid towards their fans.
Which is great. It's a great atmosphere all the way around, especially for a game like this.
Well, we're glad you're able to join us here tonight on the annual Drive Out Cancer Challenge game.
You just got to love, Rob, don't you? Just got to love that Cony Gardiner rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to high school here, and then I coached here, and it's just something that's innate, and it's in every sport. And the communities come out en masse. It's just a great community rivalry.
And sometimes you have, I know you have a player, Stephanie Coulis. Stephanie's daughter is, well, it was Stephanie Coulis when she played for you, but her daughter, playing for the Rams.
Right, Caitlin Dutil, I
Yeah.
believe her name is.
Yeah.
I just talked to Stephanie a few minutes ago.
She's right down below us.
I told her I really didn't think she looked that great in red, but she said, Mama Jeans take over. I said, I guess you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we understand that. Tigers with another dispossession. They'll take it quickly, as Coach told you. Drive it through and ran ball. Off quickly.
Yeah, this is Zoe Sullivan Brennan, the birthday girl, I guess.
Yeah, the birthday girl.
She took
Now
that.
to have the stadium send a birthday to an aerial. Comes through. The bounce is knocked down by the Tigers. They get a shot just off the corner. Kick out save and a beauty. Teams fight for control. Rams.
Ramage is doing a great job in there, holding them down to one shot instead of two. Her
Yep.
clears are headed out of the circle, so she's keeping herself safe from that second shot.
So what played one? We'll be back after this.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Well, we want to thank McAllister Real Estate coming in. They're going to be our newest sponsor. Not only will they sponsor here in Tigertown, they're also going to bark for the Bulldogs, as they will also do Halldale High School athletics as well. Want to thank McAllister Real Estate. Kim, a former student of mine, Kim Gleason, and Katie, former great athlete here at Gardiner High School, later starred at Thomas College. And now they're starring in the real estate business, and you want to take your real estate to a different level. You've been stalled with whatever company you may be with. Check out McAllister Real Estate, or if you got a house listing or looking to buy, check out McAllister Real Estate right downtown in Hollowell. We're going to make them an ad here really soon. See it, 1-0, we're in the second. Got 15 more in the clock. How's it look for stats in the first quarter, Coach?
Gardiner had a little bit of an advantage. Obviously, it scored at 9:01, but they had 5 shots on goal to Cony's 1. Then Cony turned it around, had 1 penalty corner to Gardiner's none. The goalie saves. Gardiner had that 1 save, and Ramish has come up big for Cony, and she had 4 saves. So we're still pretty close.
Chasing with an offensive thrust as she can.
Jason's one of those kids. If she gets running with the ball, and she's got great stick work. If she gets running the ball and you get her and Swindell's coming down, it's a tough pair to defense, that's for sure.
Well, Swindell's runs like Secretariat. Holy cow.
I'm really glad you said that. Nice.
Wow, can she fly?
Yes, she
I know
can.
she didn't get that from her grandfather, Steve.
Oh,
It must
my
be
goodness.
genes on the other side. Oh, Steve, a terrific athlete, too. I'm just kidding you, Steve. I know you're watching. You're probably here. Good crowd here tonight. Look at this. I'm just looking down at the bleachers, about packed on this side. That's fantastic. And been a Cony Gardiner weekend a little bit. They played youth football here yesterday. Our good friend Steve Golden was over here to see that and put a picture up. I saw my sign was crooked. I said, I got to fix it. Time I got here to fix it, it was already down. It fell down with the wind, so we'll fix that. Cony will possess. One of the things we're proud here at Muncie Media, we do all the sports here for the Tigers and Bulldogs, whatever it is that we can do. We haven't figured out how to get 18 cameras to do a golf match. That's been hard. And track, we don't have any home track meets. So in cross country, I'm afraid of the boogeyman, so I don't go out in the woods. Somebody shoot me.
I wouldn't go out in the woods this time of year anyway.
I know. I'm from Massachusetts. The only thing we used to hunt is the criminals down in Massachusetts. Avery to put in play. Avery McMaster, one of the Tiger leaders, senior. She's been playing all her years here.
Talking to Coach Daigle before the game, I asked her a couple questions, but in terms of strengths and weaknesses of her team, she said she's got decent speed in the forward line, which we've seen, but they have a hard time finishing inside the circle. So they've had a tough first half getting the ball into the circle. So the entry inside is going to be something that she'll put some emphasis on, I'm sure. And she said quite a her players, lacrosse players for Coach Livingston, so they share players from one season to the other.
Yeah, well, we referenced Gabby Vachon, and great multi-sport athlete. I think she's a three-sport athlete. She plays basketball.
I believe
as well.
she does.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, a lot of three-sport athletes out here, these schools. The old coach in me still likes to see that, and I know you do too, Coach.
Absolutely. Always love to give three-sport athletes because they had a kinesthetic awareness of their body that single-sport athletes didn't seem to have.
Not a corner, but from almost there.
Years ago, they used to call it a long hit.
Hit, yeah.
That's gone now.
That's gone now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Showing my age.
Tigers trying to get ahead of it. Can they? They do. Double team the ball, Cony, with a good play. I think that was Caitlin Dutel. Now back to Chasen. Chasen's going to put it on, and another kick. Takes a certain amount of great dexterity to be able to come out and control that little ball with all those paddings. But again, Remage has done that beautifully tonight.
It's a difficult skill, Rob. That kick coming out off those boots is a difficult skill to keep it down on the ground and then give it some direction. As I said, alluded to before, high school goalies, I think one of the skills you'd like to see them have is to be able to put some direction on the ball when it comes off their boot. So if you've got a goalie that puts it out to the side on your forward, it's a great skill.
Tigers trying to get through. They do. Send it in front. Rams looking for the clear out. This is Chasen. Goes reverse stick, pokes it through. Tried to self-pass, but she sets up an offensive play here for the Tigers. And Tigers will get their first corner of the game. Avery McMaster to do the insertion. Zoe Sullivan Brennan. Closest. Then Brinley Chasen. She's lots of times the target of the insertion. And she is here. She's going to get it, drive it. Rams attack, ball's loose. Controlled by the Tigers. And the Rams will avert that corner. So the Tigers with a 1-0 lead with Cony's, as you say, struggles a little bit on scoring so far this year. If the Tigers can get the next goal, go up 2-0, that would be a big goal. Of course, the Rams would like to keep it close and capitalize on any opportunities they get to get the tying goal. We'll see how it plays out, but Tigers have been on the brink a few times.
You're right. If we can get up one more goal, you've got a two-goal deficit. That's going to be tough to come back from.
Don't forget, Coach McNally has some French in her. That's why she uses the French word oui for years. It's hard, Coach, I know. When I do Patrick's football games, oh my God, it's hard for me to. Up to McMaster, almost weaved through traffic, but Rams will dispossess here. Doing a little spin work there was Kate Moran. Moran's going to drive it down through, and nobody there for the Rams. That's right. You go to take blood out of Coach McNally, it's going to come out orange, and a field hockey ball will pop out of her vein as well. So you know where that comes from. Just under 8 minutes.
Taylor Abear with that hit out, and I just learned she's getting her pilot's license, and is currently flying solo. Holy cranny! I don't even like planes, and she's flying solo.
Is that right, huh?
Yeah.
We've had a few pilots come out of Tiger Town.
This is the first girl, though, I've heard of. Have you heard?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the other guys were guys, yeah.
We got a few Gardiner kids committed already, too. It's interesting that Brindley and Avery McMaster are both committed to Franklin Pierce. Davin Swindells is committed to D2 Lander University in South Carolina. I'd never heard of that, and I talked to her dad a little bit about it. It's a small school, but she stepped on campus. She had a feeling that it was the place to be, and she enjoyed the coaching staff, so she's committed to South Carolina. Macy Hickey's committed to St. Joe's right here in Maine. I love seeing our local athletes go to schools in the area so you can see them as they continue their careers.
Well, I know you're a great conduit from the kids to the college coaches in state. They respect your opinion so highly, Coach, and I know you work hard to, evaluate kids. And in the circle here, we better pause in case we get a attack, and we do. Chasen winds up near corner. Comes far corner and up and in. The Tigers. As we said, we paused story time because it looked like a threat was coming, and it did. Tigers go up 2-0. We'll see the goal right here, Coach.
I didn't see who that was. The ball's in. I knew it came from the left side, and I think that's Chasen with it right now. And I think she sends it right across the flat spot. Oh, no, it's tipped. And then
McGee
comes across, and then it's,
It's McGee on the goal.
And I think it came from Swindells on this side. Wow, great play.
So as you say so often, Coach, what you got to do is you got to have somebody on that far post so when the ball comes across, and Abby was right there and knocked it home. So Abby McGee with the second goal of the game.
And I think the important thing on that play is something coaches tell kids all the time. You got to move the goalie. The goalie standing still is a no-brainer. They're going to get most every shot that comes in. But if you've got a goalie on the post and you see her there, and you send the ball back up to the sweet spot, which is called the penalty stroke spot, and come flat across, there's usually players with their sticks down in there, and that's exactly what happened. Swindells, I believe it was Swindells, picked that up on the post side, sent it over, and Abby had her stick down. Great little play, good movement of the goalie by the Gardiner offense.
And I think when we look at it, it was pretty good stick work by McGee. I'm not sure that ball was laying flat. I think she had to knock it down and put it home, so it was well done. Here comes a threat for the Rams. They're trying to get back at it.
Ooh. Sometimes you get a little over anxious.
Yes.
The swing gets a little large.
Chasen spins out of traffic. Here comes Brindley. Brindley's alone. Now she gets attacked. Spins it back. Good little back pass and just wide. Well, went wide of the field hockey goal and wide of the soccer goal in behind. Tigers continue to change field quickly. Their front line speed is something the Rams really have to reckon with because they run so well. Chasen runs great and Swindells as well.
And I think you put that together with the stick work of those two. If you don't have somebody on them, they're going to be behind you before you know it.
Rams look to come out. Dispossessed, that's Swindells. Chasen looking to shake loose. She does and lets one go, and not sure what the call is. It's going to be a corner for the Tigers. Deflected up and out. So 2-0 Tigers. 4 minutes left here in the second. McMaster is the insertion person. Sullivan Brennan, number 4. Chasant is the next over, and she's going to get it. Brindley, the pass. They tried to get it back. They tried to give and go, and didn't go.
These penalty corners are a bone of contention for coaches. It used to be years ago, every corner meant a goal, and coaches used to scream that from the sideline. But boy, I'll tell you, this is a difficult, even though it looks like it should be an open shot, it's a difficult shot to get off. And if you don't take the first one that you encounter, then very seldom do you get a second chance.
Kick out save and a beauty. Ramage again. That was the change up on the insertion. They went to Sullivan Brennan, and Zoe, the birthday girl, got one off. Glad you could join us here, whoever you're watching on your big screen TV using the Boxcast app or here on Facebook. See some folks chiming in. Beautiful Monday evening, Tigers. Been all Tigers. This could be 4-0, but Ramage has been good in goal. Tigers, another opportunity. Fed into the circle, now it's going to be out. But here come the Tigers again, standing up there. Not allowing that easy clear out by the Rams.
I think the Rams are finding it difficult to come up the middle, too. They've had more success if they get the ball to the outside. But coming up the middle is Gardiner's strength. You're encountering Chasen and Mason Hickey and Sullivan Brennan. So it's difficult to come out that way.
McGee, she's got the second goal of the game. Threaded through and loose. Rams and Tigers both fighting here. McGee for the Tigers will poke it, but it's going to be Rams' ball. Sorry, it's going to be Tigers' ball. They get across the field there. It's a little hard for my old eyes to see.
Mine as well.
Hickey. McMaster, she lets it go in. And now the Rams look to break it out.
We're not seeing a whole lot of movement with the Rams forwards either to get themselves open on those free hits. If you take a look at the...
It's in front, in the circle.
If you take a look at the alignment, they're standing still with a defense right behind them. They've got a little bit more movement on the forward line for the Rams. Is going to open things up for them.
Avery, McMaster, throws it in front. The shot, save. I believe Ramage got a piece of that one.
I think she did.
That was a quick one-timer by the Tigers.
Ramage is doing a heck of a job keeping them in this ball game.
Avery McMaster has threaded some passes here tonight. Of course, like we do every game, we'll have the Capsule Pizza Player of the Game. And it's not always a goal scorer, you know. Sometimes it can be a defender, and you see it right here. You got the pizza right at the 50-yard line. I like that little Capsule Pizza guy. Thanks, Chris. Rams looking to go. One of their good rushes coming up. Dispossessed, in front, cleared back out.
Kennedy Doobie's had two real good entry passes, but again, Cony's got to come to the ball. If they take a step to the ball, they might beat that Gardiner defense, but you got to come to the ball, can't sit and wait.
So that's going to end the first half of play. Didn't hear a thing go off, but scoreboard's down. We'll take a break here on Munzing Media, and Coach McNally will tally up the halftime stats. We thank you for being here with us tonight, and we want to thank all our tremendous sponsors. They're the ones that make this possible for you to be at home and be able to watch these games. And we know some of the grandparents sometimes can't get out to the games, and they're able to watch their grandkids play. Nothing like it. Not like being a grandparent, I'll tell you. That's fantastic. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the halftime stats after this.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied Maine's contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner.
At Atlantic Youth Sports, we believe in more than just one path, because every athlete deserves the chance to discover what lights them up. Whether it's lacrosse, softball, volleyball, or field hockey, our programs are built to grow confidence, build connection, and celebrate every step forward. We don't just coach sports, we nurture dreams. And now we need a home where those dreams can live year-round.
Hi, I'm McKenna and I play for Maine Hype, and I love AYS because my coach pushes me to be the best I can. Hi, I'm Zoe and I play for Maine Hype. I love AYS because of the team dynamic and the coaching that made me a better overall player. Hi, my name's Sophia. I play with Maine Hype because I love Shayna and Jen, and it's made my basketball game way better.
Help support multi-sport athletes and programs that we provide. Help us build a home for every athlete. Visit us at www.aysinc.org and make athletes matter together.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowler's.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Something new is happening here at Central Maine Community College.
Join us for our first open house and homecoming weekend, Saturday, September 27th.
Future Mustangs, explore our campus and discover what CMCC has to offer.
Alumni, come back, reconnect, and show your Mustang pride.
Families and community friends, celebrate with us.
We'll have games, food, and live events.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 27th.
And be a part of CMCC's first ever open house and homecoming weekend.
We'll see you there.
Well, we want to thank our fine sponsor, CB Mats Incorporated. As you can see, they've been involved with housing here in the state of Maine since 1959. They've got some opportunities coming up down the Lincoln area, Lincoln Academy area, down Waldoboro, that area of their housing. They've got an open house coming up. You can find all that information with CB Matson's Facebook site. They are handicap accessible and equal opportunity housing program. So we'll come back here, take a look at the first half stats, and as well as the, why don't we take a look at the first 2 goals, and then Coach can go over the stats for us here. Let's take a look at the first goal by the Tigers.
This is Brinley Chasen's goal, and she received the ball, as you said, came to the ball, received it, had a nice little spin move, shot on goal in the corner, exactly where you want the ball to be put. So she scored at 9:01 of the first quarter.
And then the Rams actually had some territorial play here for themselves. Looked like they might get the equalizer, but they get turned away. And then later on in the second, Tigers pick up the second goal of the game.
There was a little bit of a scrum here in the circle, and you see Brinley there, headed towards the end line. She picked it up, and it comes off, and I believe it's Swindell's by the post. It gets a piece as Brinley takes the shot. And here's the piece, and she poked it just above the goalie or just behind, and Amy McGee's got her stick in the exact right spot, goes into that right corner, and she scored at 6:22.
Yeah, that was a good goal by Abby. As she didn't wait for the ball to come down. She met the ball at about the 6-inch mark, and then just directed it, shoveled it right into the goal.
Oh, it was stick perfect.
Yeah,
just
right
exactly
where
what
she,
you wanted her
just
to do.
the way you draw those ones up there for sure. And we couldn't see it, but I don't even know that Swindell's may have hit the post with it, and it may have come over that way as well. So you're seeing the score at the half as the Tigers lead this one 2-0 here. Let's take a look at those first half stats with Coach McNally.
Well, if you take a look at shots on goal, Gardiner had a distinct advantage. They had 5 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter for 11. Gardiner's Cony still is trying to find their way in front of the goal cage. They've only had 1 direct shot on goal, and that was in the first quarter. Penalty corners, Gardiner had none in the first quarter, but ended up with 3 in the second quarter. Cony had 1 in the first quarter and no penalty corners in the second quarter. As far as goalie saves, Gardiner's goalie, Emma Jean, has only had to make 1, and that was in the first quarter. Whereas Cony's goalie, Ramage, has had to made 4 in the first quarter and 5 in the second quarter for a total of 9. So it's exactly what we said was going to happen. It's Cony's defense and Ramage in the goal against Gardiner's fast offense. And because of that, and because of the play of the midfield, Macy Hickey and Zoe Sullivan and Avery McMaster, it's been tough to get through there and up into the circle to have some positive shots on goals. So we thought it was going to be similar to this anyway. But you know, at halftime, Coach Daigle's a great coach. She and Coach Livingston, and she'll make some adjustments in halftime. And I'm assuming that she's going to make some that will free up her forwards, a little bit more movement on her forwards, I think, to receive the pass, and that will open them up for shots in the goal area. Gardiner's just got to stick to the game plan. They're playing well right now.
Don't change anything if you're the Tigers.
Absolutely.
I want to thank our friends at the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club, and know they've got their big golf tournament coming up here again this year. It's the 11th annual Tiger Classic Golf Tournament, and this is their biggest fundraiser of the year. And 100% of all these proceeds go to help out their athletes. As you can see, it's going to be on September 28th, 2025. It's a shotgun start at 10 a.m., and that'll be up at Natanis, the Arrowhead course up there. And you see all that information there. This same graphic, if you say, geez, I forget what that said, you can go on to the All Sports Boosters Facebook page, find out all the information about them. We also want to let you know we've got an addition to our schedule here, and I want to thank our good friend Gary Verhill. Gary sent me a note today and said, hey, listen, if you ever want to add a soccer game and you're not available to do it, I'll come in, I'll do play-by-play. So we looked at the schedule. I'm down at CM for soccer on Thursday night. I've got doubleheader down there, but the Gardiner Tigers are playing the Cony Rams and boys soccer, so we're going to get that game on for you. That's a 3:30 start. Chris will be along to produce, Billy along to do the camera, Gary Verhill along to do the play-by-play as we bring you Gardiner boys soccer. They're off to a great start as well under first-year coach B.J. Parkin. So we're getting ready here for second half action. Tigers will be defending the goal to our left. Rams on the attack. They already look a step quicker. This is a good rush by them. They take it into the zone. Got a feeling they understand the consequences here. They really need the next goal as the Tigers are out to a 2-0 start, and Rams don't score a bunch of goals. They've depended on their defense, as Coach McNally told you. That's a turf hit. More turf than ball. That happens sometimes in the turf. Rams already seem a step quicker, don't they, Coach, here as they're on the attack.
I agree, and I'm sure that part of their halftime conversation with Coach Daigle was, I'm sure she talked about the pride in this game and what's at stake at this game for them, both in the standings and in the, as Chris just told us, the boot going back and forth between Cony and Gardiner.
Yeah.
So, and it's a Cony Gardiner game. You never know what's going to happen, and there's a lot of tradition here, and these kids understand this tradition, so it's a never give up game for either team. So Cony will come back, and they'll get some shots on, I bet, this quarter.
Dutil threads a nice pass through. On the take for the Rams, Serrato. And dispossessed across the way by the Tigers. Rams right there to get it back. Just outside the circle, looking to get in. They do. Comes in. Jean has to make the save. Flurry of activity in front, and Emma Jean not too busy in the first. The freshman keeper made the play, but the Rams get themselves a corner. You can already see they've stepped up the offensive attack. This is their second corner of the game, just a single one in the first.
And these games go by, as we talked, these games go by pretty fast, so you've got to take as many offensive opportunities as you can. This being one of them.
Set for the insertion. And they tried a little give and go, and Tigers will defend that corner. Tigers take it safely to the outside. They're not getting those free and easy passes like they did in the first. Rams have stepped up their intensity.
I think you're absolutely right, Rob. They're blocking that cross pass from one side or the other.
You could just see Casey Monson on some good defense there for the Rams. Molly Stickney got it in for the Tigers. They change field. Hickey quickly in. Good step up there by the Rams.
One of the strategies we used to tell our teams, and I think it's as good today as it is any other day, if your opponent's got the ball, you don't let them go dribble any further than 5 yards before putting a defense on them. If they get more than that, that gives them the opportunity to make a good pass, to make a cross pass, to change the field, to take a shot. So
sure.
One of the things you want to do is if they've got the ball, whoever's got the defense on that person should be on them before they get to the 5-yard mark.
Tigers far side. McGee. Abby's got the second goal in the game. She's fighting for control here. Rams do a pretty good job of shielding and playing it through. It'll be Rams' ball. Tigers turn it back. Here they come. Back dribble out of trouble. Back stick. Tigers looking to get control, and they did. That was Swindells took a tumble. Chasen plays it back into the circle. Rams looking to clear, and they do a pretty good job there of averting an offensive thrust by the Tigers. Tigers right back. Chasing. Brenley into traffic. And Chasing, by being aggressive, is going to set up a corner for the Tigers.
This is number 4, the first one in this quarter, so we'll see who they go to at this point. I mean, they've used Zoe Sullivan, Brennan, they've used Brindley Chasen. We've yet to see Swindells in one of these corners, so this may be her time.
Avery McMaster set for the insertion. She's ready. Leans into it. Comes out to Chasen. Chasen across. Back inside.
Shot.
The shot is up and in. Well, the Tigers with a beautiful corner there, and there was That wasn't a power corner. That was a finesse corner, Coach, right there.
Was.
And we'll let you talk about that a little bit.
Ball comes in from Avery right to the top of the circle to Brindley. And you see where Swindells is headed right down to the sweet spot, right at the penalty stroke area. You can see her head down. This is Avery McMaster that picks up the ball here, and she's going right back into the middle. The ball comes in. There's Swindells picking it up. There's the initial shot, up and over. The goalie had a piece of it.
And it was McMaster who, I think the ball was probably going in, but Avery wasn't going to take any chances. She put a little speed up on it at the end of that, and that was a nice slow motion. Good job, Billy, on the camera and Chris on the replay there. Nice and slow and well explained by Coach to tell you the idea behind that one. And now the Tigers in command. 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes left here in the third, and 3-0. The Gardiner Tigers in the drive-out challenge game.
Ramage make many mistakes, but I think just a small mistake on that. When she came out, she went to her knees, maybe too quickly, because once you get down inside the circle on a penalty corner, if you're down on your knees, it's tough to get back up. And you saw that ball come off Swindells and rolled right up her pads and up over. So I think she'll think about that one a little bit next time and maybe stay on her feet. It's obviously easy for me to say up here, but
we're undefeated up here, Coach.
Yeah.
Since you and I retired, undefeated in the broadcast booth. And everybody likes us up here.
Well, we haven't heard from anybody.
Oh, God. I was afraid sometimes out on the field to face the field, what would happen.
I hear you.
I'd be looking over my shoulder. Yeah, Mr. Ryan Pelton used to fire me every Monday morning after a loss. Ryan, God rest his soul, what a character he was.
Love Ryan. What a sports aficionado,
There are so few legends, but Ryan Pelton was a legend, and he was a friend of all sports here at Gardiner High School, and we miss him greatly.
Didn't he love his sports?
Kim's usually watching. Here come the Rams on the attack. Tigers quickly to turn it out. Well, we thought this may be a lower scoring game, and Tigers offense against the Rams defense, Coach, is how you set it up at the beginning of this broadcast, and you'd have to say the Tigers offense is right now winning that battle as they are up 3-0, and it could be more if not for really solid goaltending by Courtney Ramage. And she's just a sophomore, Coach, as you said.
Right.
And 2 young goalkeepers here. Emma Jean, the freshman. Of course, Emma had to take over when Avery Kroll, the Gardiner keeper, the junior, went out with a season-ending injury. Hope Avery's going to be healing out well and back at it next year. But Tigers with the luxury of having some good athletes, and Emma has stepped in and steered the ship pretty well.
I think too. I think I talked to Coach Daigle in the beginning, and she's got some kids playing this year that were in different positions last year, and some of the younger kids she's asked to step up. So, so I think in terms of game maturity, Gardiner may be a couple games ahead of them. Gardner's got some senior leadership in this team.
Yeah, you see
and
that.
I think you're seeing those kids come through, and because they're holding the play, it's given Taylor Abear a chance in the back to refine the kids on either side of her, which is where the holes were for Gardiner. So it's still young season, and I think you'll see Cony come on. They've got some tremendous athletes, so I think they'll come on as the season progresses. But right now, Gardiner may be, in terms of game maturity, maybe a step ahead.
Yeah, Gardiner starting the freshman Grace Simpson tonight, one of the defenders. Helen Deneen across the way for the Rams.
Helen's had a good career at Cony, and she's one of the players to watch for Cony. I think she's only a junior.
Yeah, Helen's a junior. Rams will get their second corner. of the second half. They had one in the first half, I believe, Coach.
With so few offensive opportunities, they've got to get a shot off. This is one of, you've heard me say this before, Rob. We all have design plays on these corners, but the ultimate is get a shot off. So regardless of the design play, if the first person to touch the ball has a shot, she should shoot it and not pass it.
Deneen went for the shot. Couldn't get it off. As you said, Tigers, what a good attack. I want to give credit there. Got to see who that is. I think it was McMaster came out. I think that was Avery on the attack.
She's having a great game for Gardiner.
She sure
today.
is.
And again, we alluded to the fact that whoever controls the midfield's got an advantage to begin with. And Avery's done a good job for Gardiner today.
Yeah, don't forget she does the insertions, and
exactly.
a beautiful insert on that last Tiger corner that resulted in the goal. Rams getting set. LaBelle. That was Deneen on the hit. Macy Hickey now. Good through ball by Hickey. Tigers to McGee. Abby chasing it down, trying to keep it in. She can. Not able to as it rolled out. Rams put in play. Tigers back on it. They're in no hurry. Hickey safe with the ball. Gets it ahead. Tigers now numbers. McGee. Abby threads it through into the circle. Tigers trying to cause a corner if they can. I believe they do.
They scored on the last one. We'll see what they've got set up for this one.
They're communicating now where they're going to go. You see Swindell's right in the middle of your picture. Last time they came out to Chasen, and Swindell's broke for the net.
Right, Swindell sets herself right in front of the goalie.
And McGee was in there as well. But the good defense by the Rams.
I think on those setups, too, we talk about Swindell's going to the goalie. That adds another defensive disadvantage when you put that tall player like Swindell's right in front of the goalie and blocks sight. It's tough for the goalie to see where the ball's coming. And it also puts you in a position to cherry pick right in front of the goal area.
McGee with it here. Abby puts it in front. Chasen's got it. She spins around. Shoots it wide. Oh, good opportunity for Brindley. Brindley heading off to Franklin Pierce. I told you I had two nephews, a niece and a nephew play recently at Franklin Pierce, just graduated. One was the hockey captain at Franklin Pierce on the men's team, and my niece was a softball player there. Wonderful. They loved it there at Franklin Pierce. And Hillary Shaw played down at Franklin Pierce, Sam's daughter.
Had a very good career at Franklin Pierce.
She sure did. McGee. Abby with some good stick work. Gets it right in front. That ball's loose.
Lift it.
Oh, just couldn't get it. That was Chasen trying to get it up and over and not able to do it. But, boy, that was a good opportunity there. Tigers almost cashed in again.
Abby McGee's had a good game, too.
Abby certainly has. Got a goal.
Solidified that side for this game. And she had a good game last game.
Yes,
we saw.
I think she had a goal in the game that we did earlier. The Lincoln Academy game. Well, these are games you want to play. Both sides want to play these types of competitive games. Nobody gets anything out of a blowout.
Exactly.
Neither side. So these are good competitive type games, the playoff style games that you really want taken in the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, yours truly and Coach McNally. I think Coach has got me carried into the state championship here this year. We'll be doing two of the games on Maine Public. It's carrying the game statewide like they do the basketball tournament. And our old friend Nick Godfrey called up. Nick, a Gardiner High School graduate, now running production and producing things at Maine Public in the sports department, as well as that great quiz show. Said, hey, how would you guys like to come do the games? We relish the opportunity. Going to be down in Lewiston.
Those
And
will
a
be
nice
great
warm
games,
press
too.
box.
It'll be it'll be a lot of fun. There'll be some great teams and great atmosphere, great facility. It's going to be a lot of fun, Rob.
Tigers went to turn it. They knew the clock was running out and has run out in the third. So the single goal by the Tigers leaves us at 3-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Fourth quarter coming up next here from Gardiner.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, you're in, you're out, you're home. Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
We're back. Rob Munsing, Mo McNally here. Bill Hasty doing our camera work tonight. Chris Wheeler on production. As Munsing Media brings you the very best in Tiger sports. Had a game over at Halldale last week. We'll be back over to Halldale in October. Picking up with field hockey, and we've got a couple of games over there. How's Halldale field hockey been doing this year? They've been doing all right, haven't they?
Yeah, they're a pretty competitive team. Again, it's early in the season.
Well, they better hurry because we're late in our career. Just underway here in the fourth. I really like this scoreboard Chris has made here. I'm going to go with it. It really looks good. Up out of the way. Rams really incumbent upon them. They've got to get a goal if they're going to have any type of comeback. Gardiner can kind of play a possession game, Coach, if they choose to. But I don't think they know anything but attack.
Well, right, and you don't want to stop them from running, but you certainly can dictate where the ball's going and how much time you take.
Sullivan Brennan almost jumped on a juicy long rebound, not able to get to it, and Rams looking to counter.
Rams had some offensive opportunities. They had 4 opportunities in the third quarter, 2 shots on goal and 2 penalty corners, so they've got the capability of getting down there and getting a shot off in quick order. But as you said, they've got to score.
They came out with urgency in the second, but the Tigers kind of thwarted that and stepped up their energy level and got the only goal of the third. Rams attacking.
If we were to just kind of emphasize Cony's attack inside they're just not getting any quality shots off.
Yeah.
They might get a good entry pass, but they're not getting a quality shot off. And Coach Daigle had alluded to that. Finishing inside the circle has been an issue for them. And once they gain some maturity inside, they will see more of that. But it's difficult right now for them to finish inside the circle.
Tigers on the run through midfield. Thrown up the far side. Good defense by the Rams. Just underway here in the fourth. Stay with us post game. We have the Capsa Pizza player of the game. Don't forget the Gardiner Tiger Boosters Club, their big fundraiser coming up on the golf tournament. Tigers on the attack. On the far side, into the circle. Marsh came out and may have got a piece of that one, not sure. Tigers.
This is what I meant about we're wasting a little bit
Yep,
of time
playing
here.
it back.
Got plenty of room back here. It drags the Cony defense out of the circle. Makes them move a little bit more. Should open it up for passes coming inside.
The Rams do a pretty good job there, and they're on the counterattack. Tigers trying to get back. And they do. That's a great piece of defense there. I think it was Abear with the great play. Taylor saw her. Beat initially, stayed with it, came back, disrupted the play, and then turned it. Guess we could figuratively and literally say Taylor is flying out there.
Yes, you can.
I'm saying that in plain language.
Flying solo.
Plain language.
Oh, good Lord.
Here we go. Little jocularity never hurt. So it'll be Rams. Helen Deneen go over, take it. Helen with a perfect aerial. That thing's incoming.
Ooh!
And Jean with an initial save, and I think she covered up, but that aerial by Deneen was effective up over the top of the defenders and dropped right into the scoring area, and the Rams had a good opportunity. Going to see it right here, Coach. That aerial kind of plopped right down, and
that started the offense,
that
certainly.
Really got it going for the Rams. They almost tucked it in. Nice replay, Chris. So they'll get a corner, get set for the insertion. Make sure all the kids are masked up as needed. About to hit the 10-minute mark left in the game. Rams through.
Nice
Jean got a
tip.
piece. She's down. Still fighting for control. Ball squirts out. And Rams have forced another corner. But Emma Jean had to be equal here as she came out and got a piece of it. She went down a little bit on that and made the save.
Had a hand save. The last one was a hand save, so out of position and off where she wants to be, but did the job.
Serrano will insert here. Comes up high. They're fighting for control here. Kate Morin was trying to make a play on it for the Rams, and Tigers will possess and move it quickly. Long clear out. Now the Tigers with a chance. Izzy Stone lost it. Dutul here for the Rams. Battle right down in front of us.
Casey Monson with a nice carry down the left side.
Monson continues. Nice back pass. Came to Simpson. Simpson looked to clear it out, and she's right where she needed to be and gets the possession for the Tigers. Knocked down.
Cony seems to be putting a lot more pressure on Gardiner right now than they have all game. you kind of, I'm sure coaches over there wishing it started in the first quarter.
But it might be kind of one of those things that you can look at and say, okay, see, this is how we want to play right out of the gate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Kennedy Doobie with it. She tries to change field across and not able to connect inside with Kate Morin. Yeah, last couple of minutes of possession has favored the Rams.
And they've got 3 shots on goal this quarter, which they didn't have in the other 3 quarters. So
Chase is on down the far side. Somebody on a streak. Ramage came out. I really couldn't see who that was, but I'm gonna guess the way that she picked up and put down that it was Davin Swindell's coming down that far side, because
I believe you're right.
Played back. Tigers content with playing some possession, but they lose it.
That's the con of going backwards like that. You get yourself into a backwards position, and it was Macy Hickey who ended up with a back turn. She got the third man. So if you're going to play back, you've got to make sure that your feet are in the right direction. It's a great strategy, but
Tigers feed it up. They've got somebody ahead. The ball's loose. Just knocked away.
I think that was Dutil.
Dutil with a tremendous play to save a goal. And we might be able to look at that replay. I think Chris has got it of Dutil's play here. Watch it right here coming up. Yeah, that was a tremendous play right here. That's going to roll in the corner.
Exactly.
Tiger infraction, trip. .540, Tigers in a commanding 3-0 lead as they look to bring the boot back to Tiger Town. In the Drive Out Cancer Challenge game for 2025.
And Cony's won the last 2, so it's going to be a satisfactory outcome if this continues the way it is for Gardiner at this point.
And when we talk about the boot, it's got all the scores listed on it. How far back does the boot go in field hockey, Coach?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
Of course, we'll have more Cony Gardiner action coming up Thursday as the boys soccer team will take on the Rams.
Nice entry pass.
That's in and knocked away in front. I think it was Macy Hickey got a piece of it and knocked it away. Kate Morin to take this one for the Rams. She's getting situated. She's got a big shot. Puts it in play. Feeds it in, but the Tigers are there. Good step in front there. Fed across. Tigers came out quickly, maybe too quickly. Well, if they can always make you come back. You know, slow things down here.
Exactly. I think Coach will tell him from the sideline that under 3, anywhere near 3, if you head like this, just take some time on your free hits. Use the outsides. You don't need goals at this time. You just need the clock to wind down. So get the ball to the outside, waste some time.
Yeah, and these are good game situational plays to have to work through, Coach. Type you're going to find yourself in later in the season. Well, Tigers now on the attack. Spin around just wide.
It's an example of that air dribble. But you got to be real careful with that. You can't dribble into the defensive person with it, and it's very tough to control that on your stick and also see what's in front of you.
Long clear out. Tigers come back and corral it. That looked like it was headed to the Boys and Girls Club, but it didn't quite make it. Bear. There's that play to the side that Coach McNally talked about and stressed as we come up on 2 minutes. Stay with us post-game. We'll have the Capsa Pizza play of the game. I always defer to Coach McNally on these choices. Send your cards and letters of complaint to Coach McNally, care of Gardiner High School. No. Sometimes we could choose between about 12 players. Chipped in front. Oh, another opportunity. Jason's got it. She shoots. That was a good save. Well, that came right out to Brindley. She was staring right down the range at Ramage. And as we said, Courtney's had a good game and goal for the Rams.
Yeah, she sure has, and I think Caitlin Dutil has stepped it up the second half here too. Played a good game in front of her, so the defense is coming on, and that's exactly what Coach Daigle needs to have happen. Build that defense for the end of the season and prepare for the playoffs.
Simpson plays it back. Now the quick shot. Simpson. Grace trying to possess. She makes a self pass. She lets it go. More of a pass than a shot as she was wide. Well, we're hearing some cheering across the way, and it's coming from the people in the dark shirts over there as the Tigers are going to win this Drive Out Cancer Challenge game in 2025. Swept in. And this is going to do it. Tigers don't even need to put this in play. And they won't, and that will do it. The Gardiner Tigers, they're on a beeline to Emma Jean, the freshman keeper, and a jubilant group of Gardiner Tigers, and down they go. A little domino effect there, and congratulations to the Gardiner Tigers as they win the Drive Out Cancer Challenge game, and this game means so much between these two teams, Coach McNally. Take it away.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is more than just a game. Obviously, there's different levels of this particular game, and I think when we start talking about where the funds from this game goes, where the donations go, I think it becomes more than this game, because every one of those kids out there, you and I, everybody that we know has been touched by cancer at one level or another. So this game goes beyond that. But if you take a look at the game itself, I think, and I alluded to it before, I think in terms of maturity level game-wise, Gardner's, maybe a step ahead in that response. But I think Cony's one of those teams with good. They've got excellent coaching. We're going to see a different Cony game, in another 3 or 4
Yeah, we may see
games.
them in a game in the playoffs. We had a corker there a couple of years ago that
Right.
went, I don't know how many different levels of overtime it went there, but it was quite a game. It's probably one of the best games we've ever had here on Munzing Media. It got down to a couple of kids on the field and overtime.
And Cony's got some things they can work on, and they came on in the fourth quarter and really looked like a more well-rounded team. So a coach can sit them down, watch this game if they want to, and really pick some things out, I think, that are going to make them a better team as they go along.
Well, and certainly they'll have a group of orange-shirted young ladies wishing them the very best and hoping they go win a lot of games, because
Exactly.
now they become best friends of the Coney Rams. Once you beat them, you want them to win every single game because it'll be worth a lot of points. See the kids going through the lines. This was a great display of sportsmanship by both these teams. And, in the rival games, sometimes emotions get away. This was really well handled. Of course, you got classy coaches down there. They know what's going on.
Absolutely.
And fantastic
Absolutely.
job. So we're taking a look. We'll give you a look at the boot. And the Tigers say, that boot is ours, says Avery McMaster. And Avery's got the boot, and the ladies are going to celebrate. Here they come. We'll stay right with it here. Macy Hickey with it right there. The seniors want to touch that boot. Bring it right over to the fans, and that's great. Great crowd here tonight on a beautiful night from Gardiner, Maine. Great job, Billy, on that camera work there. And they are a happy group of Gardiner Tigers right there, right over with the fans and the parents and all their supporters, the ones that have been driving them around the state and around the country to play field hockey. And now they win the rival game here, and they win the boot. So congratulations to the Tigers, and we'll stay right with it here as they're going to pose for a picture. We're getting the wrong side, but that's okay. We get the message, Coach.
Absolutely. What a great tradition. And it's exciting to get the boot back. You haven't had it for a couple years. To play a game as highly skilled as that one with both highly skilled teams. To take advantage of Cony tonight was an exemplary game from Gardiner. Both the passing game, the offensive game, the defensive game, all facets of the game itself. We scored on a penalty corner tonight. It was just a great showing for Gardiner tonight, and the boot has come back, and the kids are really excited, and they should be.
Yep, dominant effort by the Tigers. So we'll step away, we'll take a break. We'll come back, we'll let you know who our Capsa Pizza player of the game is when we come back to Hopefield and Gardiner after these messages.
Are you stuck with an...
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
When choosing a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not always better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers. They're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently year-round to end hunger. We donate and volunteer throughout the community, supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Coaches and athletes know that teamwork is the key to success. At the Gosline Insurance Group, our team is comprised of knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and dedicated agency personnel who are committed to keeping our clients informed and protected. Featuring 9 agencies throughout the area, the Gosline Insurance Group is the largest locally owned independent agency group in Central Maine. As a trusted choice agent, we are dedicated to you and are committed to treating you as a person and not as a policy. This commitment means we will work for you and not the insurance company. So call us today and let our team put you on the path to success.
We're back here to Hopefield. Rob Munson, Mo McNally. What a win for the Tigers. 3-0 over Cony Rams in the Drive-Out Cancer Challenge game. And we really want to thank both schools for just a great presentation tonight. Not the game. Honoring all those that have succumbed and some have overcome cancer, and it affects all of us, and certainly this is a great game and for that. And you said over the course of these 17 years, about $100,000, Coach McNally, has been raised for this. Just a fantastic thing. And we want to bring you the Capsa Pizza player of the game here, and Coach McNally, take it away.
I think if you look at the game today, this player was involved in just about every aspect of the game. She played solid defense in the midfield, scored in the third quarter off a corner, was the inserter on the corner. So the player of the game today is Avery McMaster.
Avery will get a 1 medium topping pizza from our friends at Capsa's Pizza, and we certainly want to thank them
for participating again this year in our Player of the Game program. I know the kids really appreciate it. Bring your friends and have them bring their appetites. You get a free pizza, but of course your friends would have to buy a pizza there, but that's okay. They've got great pizza and sandwiches, and I can't drive past there without my car automatically pulling in and ordering a meatball sub lately. That's been my passion, and yeah, we all have passions in life, and Caps' Pizza is one of my passions in life, and we thank them so much for participating in our Player of the Game. So, Avery, we'll get your gift certificate to you, and I think we probably still owe one as well from Game 1, so we'll get that down as well from our first game. So that's going to wrap it up here. Final thoughts, Coach McNally.
Well, I think, as we said, I think we talk about game maturity. I think Gardner's a little bit more mature this early in the season so far, and they've got, and rightfully so, they've got some big speed up front that's coming back from last year. Cony's looking to develop her front line, but they've got some stars in the making. The Ramage kid did a great job, I thought, in goal. The Dutil kid in front of her played well. Helen Deneen's going to come up as a junior. She's going to be a major factor in their offensive output. So I think, and Gabby Vachon's another one. So they've got the cogs, and they've got what they need to do. It's just now developing game strategy and game awareness. And I think we'll see, as I said, a different Cony team come towards the end of the season. And as you alluded to, we can't thank these coaches enough. There's great coaches on both sides of the ball here tonight, and very invested in this particular game, not only in the game because it's a Cony Gardiner game, but because it's the drive-out cancer game. And I appreciate that from both these sets of coaches. It's a great night here at Gardiner.
Yeah, it always is, and we want to thank everybody that these are people that have participated in donations during our last year, and we are updating and bringing you a new one. We'll have that probably available here very shortly. A lot of the names are familiar. I want to thank Heidi Sperling just made a nice contribution. Jane and Nita Folcomer, many others, and we'll get those all up here pretty soon. The new 25-26 donation graphic. So thanks to everybody, and we will see you. Remember, Sneak Attack on Thursday. We added that game. That'll be another Cony game. Cony boys soccer coming in the Tiger Town. That's an afternoon tilt. 3:30 kickoff for that one here from Hoke Field in Gardiner. Gary Verhill will be along with Chris and Billy to bring you that one. I'll be down at Central Maine Community College, and we'll have a doubleheader of soccer action for you on Thursday. So until then, tee them up, get to the 11th annual Tiger Classic. They still have room for you there, and all that information on their Facebook page. So until then, we'll see you next time on Thursday afternoon on Munzing Media.